Good day, fellow skiers. I'm here, Stomp coach Davey B. I'm here with Jens.
And we're gonna learn how to ollie on skis and a bunch of ways we can step it up. Spice it up. Let's learn how to ollie, which is so much fun, but useless off jumps, for example. Most of the time you want to pop, but ollies are just sick. Anyway, this is how you do it. I like to imagine that the feet needs to kind of follow a little circle underneath me, that I kind of roll the feet forwards, like that. And I also use the arms a little bit, and then press off the tails to move a bit forward. And it's gonna look like this. It's not that hard.
It's not that hard, but you have to be careful. For me, when I'm doing the ollie, I like to lean back, but I like to be mindful of my shoulders, because if I put the shoulders just as much as I'm leaning back in the calves, I'm gonna fall back. So I'm leaning on the calves, I get that nice kind of response from the atomic tail, I pop up off it, and it's very important that I'm getting my shoulders forward right off of that tail pop. Watch out, don't do what Jens done, and don't pop too much.
Either. You want to find the sweet spot. Then do it with a little bit of speed. Try to land with the skis flat again. And then ollie over a pole, great to learn the timing, to lift the noses up over it. Something like this. Then step it up and lift it a bit. Is it high enough for you? Oh, I thought you'd clip it. Nice one.
I love to do switch ollies off the tails. It's a really fun, playful trick, but you gotta start quite easy, quite slow, not making such a big jump. And not leaning back too much, because if you lean back a little bit too much, you're on the tails here and it can be a little bit of a catch. As you can see, I'm really committing to pressing on the tail, committing and then snapping out, getting the weight forwards.
That's to make it as easy as possible, just tiny ollies. But it's just way more fun to like lay it back way more. Dude, I'd be so impressed if you get this. Oh, we did it! Nice!
And that's a fun way to play with ollies, switch, forwards, whatever.
I was just thinking, or was that just a huge pop? Does that count as an ollie?
Really?
It happened so quickly.
It could be.
We're watching a replay. Replay time. Ooh, sorry I doubted you, that was totally it.
Thanks, mate. Doubt's good.
That was sweet.
You gotta feed off doubt sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
You gotta feed off it. You were like, I don't think you're gonna do it, and inside my blood was pumping, I'm gonna prove you ends wrong.
Yeah, totally. Once you get it down on the flat, then go and try it in the park and different types of features.
It's a fun thing, it's super fun to play around, you know?
Cause it's scary.
Yeah, yeah. And you get a little bit confident as well with these kind of like small little motions, especially going switch.
Yeah.
A little bit reactive.
Once you get the hang of the basic ollie, you can start ollieing over or onto stuff. And we start with ollieing over. It's great when you feel like clipping the noses into something. Let's go for a little ski and I'll show you. Alright, I'm gonna ollie over this down, flat, down. You know, it could be scary. If I clip the noses, it'd be shit. Wow, I ollied too hard. I look so dodgy. Did you see how I was doing the windscreen wipers? Because I wasn't like paying attention, I was talking, I pushed too hard off the tails, making me tip too much forward, and I got scary. Let's film Mr. Bilsland and see if he does it better.
That did not look nice from Jens. I'm gonna go and be a bit mindful about it, because he landed on his nose and it looked horrible, but let's go.
I got too much pressure off the tails and I'm like...
Well, it's the first time we've done it. It's quite a drop.
Yeah, it was way bigger than
It's a little bit of a drop and we didn't scout it, so... Jens, what a great day it is today to be here practicing ollies. I feel really blessed to be here with you, Henry. Sun is shining.
Sweet.
Okay. I'm going to ollie from the left side of the rail and try and catch the little transition just at the middle point of the kink.
Ooh.
Let's see how it goes. So nice position, up off the tail, nice forward landing.
Looks a little bit intimidating, it's quite high. So perfect time to practice ollies. That was fun. That was like the perfect thing to ollie over. I had to really put in some effort, use the arms.
Yeah.
And this time I was ready for the, you know, that I didn't lean forward too much.
It's close to a meter as well. That's quite a big jump.
So just found this cool feature. I was thinking I could use a small lip to ollie up the barrel, go over the top, and then try to ollie off the barrel to make it to the next transition. I think it looks. What do you think?
I'm a little bit suspicious. I
About
don't
what?
know if you're going to have enough lip to get over that. So I am suspecting that we crash into the barrel. But we're here practicing
it's
ollies.
like-
So if we ollie good enough, we might make it.
Like from the lip, it's like chest high.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
I think I can do it.
I love your optimism.
Thanks.
I'm
thanks.
feeding off that.
All right, cool. I can go first, and
Yeah.
then if I biff it, you can do it better.
Hope so.
Yeah, sweet. All right, let's see how we get on. So I'm using this small jump below here.
Oh!
Yeah, it was so fun. I loved every second of that. Way easier than I thought. Next run, I might try like Ollie 180 of it. Let's see if Mr. Bilson can do it too.
A little bit suspect of it, but that was not smooth at all.
Well, you had to take off from one leg. But did you know that you kind of popped off instead of Ollie off it?
Yeah.
You got that Ollie a bit smoother.
To be honest, I was very, very suspect of it, but it worked.
Yeah,
You
I
done it
can't wait
pretty nice.
to try it again next round.
Yeah, I'm stoked on the next one. The first one I wasn't so stoked.
No?
No, because
Oh, it
the
was
way I
fun
was
though.
reading it, it looked like an indefinite nose catch.
Ah,
But you proved me wrong.
yeah, sweet. I'm happy to.
I think one thing we have to say is that Jens does definitely have little springs in his legs, like a kangaroo.
All right.
Ollieing over this big feature. Just clipped the top. Wasn't so much of a control there, but we made it over. Let's see what Jens does. Yeah.
It's just the funnest thing today. That
Good
thing
job.
it's just smooth. I
It's
like how you
fun.
did it now too. A bit more speed,
Yeah.
and you like hovered over it kind of.
The first time we done it and looking at it, I couldn't relate to getting over it at all. I was looking at it and I was like instant nose catch. And then the magic springs came out and
Do you
inspired
have
me.
the springies too? A fun way to use ollies is also to get onto rails like straight from the side with minimal speed, and also like a full-on traverse from the side. Oh damn it! This one is high. Ow! Almost 450 out. That's my maximum. That was about this high feature. I couldn't go any higher, I think. You can do it. It's lower on the other side. It's trying to chicken out again. You can do it.
Yeah?
Just go very slowly and very much straight into it. I'm trying to utilize a coaching method called peer pressure and cameras.
So I'm a little bit suspect of this, but Jens believes in me.
But that's what happened if you
was
went down
great.
so much. You got to ski straight into it. So you bang.
I never had the pop for that, never.
No, you still do that. Like that's very high.
Yeah.
But like if you went straight into it, it would be easier. You went
Really?
like 45
An
degree
angle,
down.
yeah. And then I was like,
Then you have
All
to
the way
make it
here.
all the way up.
okay,
Now the way I did it, you know, I probably didn't make it all the way up, but I had a speed that like helped me
that
stand
was
up on
really
it.
good from you.
Yeah,
That
I'm
was
gonna
really
keep
impressive.
pushing you all the
For
way
sure.
up and higher shit.
For sure.
So when you tackled it, you
Yeah.
came in at an angle kind of like that.
Yeah.
You just come in like perpendicular to it, hit those boots right into the rail. You gotta nail it on this one.
Cool.
And at quite low speed. Oh no! Ooh. Also you need a little speed to do it.
Yeah. I feel like Jens is picking the highest features in the park to ollie up onto.
Yeah.
Because this one for me feels like it's chest high, but Jens has magical springs, so wish me
You
luck on
do.
this one.
You'll do it.
I know, I'm
Perpendicular.
yeah,
Nail it.
yes.
Let's hit it by the lock sign.
Yeah,
huh?
no, for sure, for sure.
I'm so ready. Drop in. Yeah, it is pretty high. Next one. You're getting the hang of it.
I'm getting the hang of
Just
it.
a little higher now.
Yeah, just a little higher. Ollieing on. Let's see how this works out. Didn't quite work out.
Well, it is quite tall. Nice. I love your crashes on them today. When are you gonna get it, mate?
If you give me a rail that's not like half a meter.
This is even higher, I think. Nah, you can do this. I can do this.
Oh man, pretty high, but.
Yeah, but stop tackling everything and falling. Look, I go do it.
Yeah,
Easy.
yeah.
Easy. And then you do, like
Yes.
me do.
Okay.
Then we
Follow the
do.
leader, yeah.
Me do, we do.
We all do.
Sweet. Me do, you do, we do.
We all do.
Hey, join a Stompy camp for adults here in beautiful Larks and maybe Hintertux, where we step by step in a safe environment teach you a bunch of fun tricks like this. See ya!
So stepping up in the Ollie game, we're going to use this perfect little bank here and we're going to do Ollie to switch. So we're going to be quite precise with our angle, not too fast. If we just reach the top of the lip, we make a nice Ollie, be mindful of our body position, keep our head and chest up, get down to switch nice and stomped. We don't want to go too fast. We want to get a little angle. My speed starts to die down. Ollie, switch. Not a big Ollie, but it's a perfect stepping stone to build up to something like a quarter pipe. Easy. Okay, so Ollie to switch. I really want to get nice and popping off the tails, not too much speed.
Ollie to switch. I wonder if we can add a little bit of extra flair here with like a little shifty maybe.
Oh,
that was fun.
Shifty. Jans.
You.
Liked your little shifty, mate.
Yeah, I thought
was
it would
nice.
spice it up a little bit.
That's
you know.
cool.
Enjoy your Ollie drop.
Thank you, sir.
So I'm dropping. Give a little skate. That was so uncomfortable.
Jans with the
I
180.
barely Ollied. That is far too heavy of a landing for my body. I was like,
It was nice though.
I think I barely Ollied because I was. I
No, you
didn't
did. You
wanna
did
go
Ollie.
any higher.
You did Ollie.
Good. Oh, we can Ollie over this box. That'd be a fun challenge. Ollieing over is obviously awesome. Start small and then work your way up. I found this high thing here that makes me scared. I doubt that I will be able to make it over, but I will try. Almost. David, are you afraid?
I'm afraid, but I'm doing it.
Oh! You cleared it. You used that little transition, you cheating bastard.
Gotta use the course to your advantage, yeah?
Isn't that a good feature to do the Ollie over? The Doghouse. Like to be patient and get those tails touching that rail and then slam it down and hopefully like land on the back of the doggy house and make a nice bang into the wood. That'd be smooth. Let's go for a ride and do it. Nice. That was
Not what you done.
bigger one.
Yeah, that was big. But
What's cool with the Ollie is kind of it pushes you up the hill, so you don't travel as far over it. I think, which is fun on this feature.
too big again. But that's okay. It was still fun. It just wasn't catching the other side and clipping it like Jans, but still an Ollie. Just went a bit too big.
Oh, I caught that. That happens sometimes on this feature. Grabs you.
One thing I always do, I always lean back like all the time. Like I try to lean back as much as I can, so there's
Yeah,
like so 75% of the skis lifted up.
Yeah, but why that happened to me is like, if you have the skis a little bit on edge, this one catches because it's not a very slidey type of metal.
It has to be very flat big.
Very, very flat, and then it's usually okay.
I went too big again.
Yeah, but it was cool.
It was
It
fun.
was sick Ollie. And Ollie off a rail, I think it's kind of fun and a little tricky. I most of the time do it by accident, but you can try to think like noses down to get you travel out on the heels, and then like as the feet go forward, the body goes back to like pop a little Ollie out.
So it's like a rocking motion into the
Yeah.
Ollie. Rock and roll, baby.
It feels smooth. Let's go and do one.
That was nowhere near as good as Jansen's. Ollieing over rollers. It's a perfect place to work on this fun trick. A few things to be in mind of. We want to start a little bit early. We don't want to get to the tipping point of the knuckle and then we Ollie, because it might be a little bit too much. So we want to start the Ollie a little bit early so that when we come to the knuckle, we just fall perfectly in unison and we don't go too big. So let's see. So I'm not too fast. Going in, start a bit early, and that's okay. That was a light Ollie, but chill.
My top tips on Ollieing over rollers is to Ollie off the steepest part of the jump, which is earlier than you might think. You know, do an Ollie 180 just to spice it up. That was not slow. Sure, it was a bit slow. A bit more speed. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah! That was really nice.
I had so much fun doing that.
That was a perfect example of don't lean back too much. I was like,
I love every moment there. It's something about flying close to the ground.
yeah. Like
For a
knuckle
long
hawk is one of
time.
the best things to watch, you know?
Yeah,
Super cool.
but you know, they huck it so far off the end that they actually it's more like a drop competition. Because the roller is really flat, it's not so steep.
No, exactly.
So they don't get to be so close to the ground. But it's sick come up. It's my favorite comp to
That
watch.
looked
I
really
think.
good from up above.
Thanks.
Your one, super nice.
Switch Ollie. So I should do this more.
I like to do 3 in a row.
Let's spice up my drop in a little bit. Well, switch Ollie 180. Look at this. Fun weather here. Ooh.
Let's see what happens with the end. I'm pretty sure it's going to be better.
It was so disappointing. I really tried to get higher on the tail so it would look sick.
You've got to really be precise with the point you catch it at. Like that looked like it was like maybe too early.
Yeah, but I wanted to do like a big, long, slow one, so it kind of would be a hybrid between, I don't know, a manual and a Switch Ollie. But I wanted it to look cool.
Yeah, it's me also.
Next run.
Yeah, but that's what's fun about it.
Always next run.
Didn't catch it so well. I still got off the tails, but it wasn't the smoothest one. It wasn't like a Jens kangaroo one.
So you can do like an Ollie 180 on this rainbow here. Then I like left tail kind of just bam. Oh, that felt good. I recommend that to anyone. Just slowly. It's kind of a hybrid between a tail drag and an Ollie. Keep those tails in, a little push off them at the end. Swap that 180 around last second. See how Davey does.
Missed the tap.
Thanks for skiing along with us today. Consider joining one of our freestyle camps for adults. Thank you, Davey, also.
Thank you, Jens.
Do you have some
Great
last words on Ollies?
I think Ollies is a really playful, safe trick as long as you don't go too fast when you're doing them, especially over the knuckles and stuff. Be mindful of snapping off that tail and trying to get the weight forwards. And the switch Ollies, try not to go too fast and start on the flat. Start on a flatter ground and then work it up to steeper. And this way you do itsy bitsy spider and you keep it safe.
Absolutely. And never Ollie when you should pop.
Confirmed.
Wisdom. See you in the next one.